So, have you ever wondered why you suddenly crave a certain drink right after seeing an ad? Or, why a special offer makes you just have to run to the store? Well, today we're going to pull back the curtain on all of that. We're going to look at the different ways companies talk to us, from those huge ads you see in the MTR to the discount codes that just magically appear on your phone.
Okay, just think about your day so far. Seriously, how many times has a brand tried to get your attention? Was it, I don't know, an ad for a new mobile game on the side of a bus? Maybe a post from a clothing brand you follow on Instagram? Or what about a buy one, get one free deal at the supermarket? Yep, all of that, that's marketing communication.
All right, so here's what we're going to cover. First, we'll look at the marketing toolbox. Then, we'll talk about the big idea, called IMC. After that, we'll check out something called push versus pull strategy. And finally, we'll dive into how to create great advertising and what public relations is all about.
Okay, let's jump right into section 1, your marketing toolbox. So every marketer has, well, a set of tools they use to reach you. And altogether, we call this the promotion mix. Let's take a look at the 5 main tools in this box. So here they are, the 5 big ones: advertising, sales promotion, personal selling, public relations, and of course, direct and digital marketing. I like to think of them like players on a football team. Each one has a very specific job, right? But they absolutely have to work together if they want to score a goal. So let's meet the team, one by one.
First up is advertising. Now, if you remember 2 words for advertising, make it these: paid and non-personal. What does that mean? Well, paid means a company pays money to show their message, and non-personal means they're not talking to you one-on-one, they're talking to a huge group of people all at the same time. And you always know who's paying for the ad.
And in Hong Kong, wow, advertising is everywhere, right? Just think about it. You're walking through an MTR station, and bam, giant, amazing posters for the new iPhone everywhere. Or you're about to watch a YouTube video, and you have to sit through an ad for McDonald's first. That right there is classic advertising.
Okay, next we have public relations, or what everyone just calls PR. Now, PR is totally different from advertising. It's not about shouting, "Buy my stuff." It's much, much more subtle. It's all about building a good reputation, a good image for the company, so that when you think of them, you just feel good about them.
Here's a perfect Hong Kong example. Think about the Rugby Sevens. When Cathay Pacific sponsors it, are they trying to sell you a plane ticket right there in the stadium? No, not really. What they're doing is connecting their name, their brand, with all the excitement and fun of the event. So that good feeling you get from the Sevens, they hope you'll transfer some of that good feeling over to their airline. It's clever, right?
Okay, next up, sales promotions. This one is all about creating that I need to buy it now feeling. It's about creating urgency. We're talking about short-term deals, special offers that make you want to buy something today, not put it off until tomorrow.
And we see these all the time, don't we? Remember collecting stamps at 7-Eleven or Circle K for that special little gift? Or you're at Park and Shop and you see a buy one, get one free sign on your favorite crisps? That's exactly it. That's a sales promotion trying to get you to buy right then and there.
All right, so if advertising is like shouting to a huge crowd, personal selling is the total opposite. It's a one-on-one conversation. This is where a salesperson from the company talks directly to you, face-to-face, to figure out what you need and help you find the right product.
I'm sure you've all experienced this. Imagine you're in Fortress or Broadway looking for a new laptop. That person who works there, who comes over and asks, "Can I help you?" and then explains all the different features, that is personal selling. Their job is to help you, answer your questions, and hopefully make a sale.
And last but definitely not least, we have the newest tool in the toolbox and maybe the most powerful one today, direct and digital marketing. This is all about using technology like email, SMS, social media to talk to you directly as one person, not as part of a crowd.
So, when you get an SMS from your phone company about a new data plan, or an email from Foodpanda with a discount code for pizza because they know you like pizza? That's it. It feels like they're talking just to you because, well, they are. It's super personal and very, very targeted. Okay, so we've met all 5 tools in our marketing toolbox. But just having the tools isn't enough, right? They need to work together. And that brings us to maybe the single most important idea in marketing today: integrated marketing communications, or IMC for short.
The whole idea behind IMC is pretty simple, but it's so powerful. It's about making sure that all those different tools are working together to send one single, clear message. Everything, the TV ad, the Instagram post, the special offer, the person in the store, it all has to tell the same story about the brand.
So, this is really the heart of it. The message has to be consistent, clear, and compelling. It means that no matter where you see the brand, it should feel the same. The personality shouldn't change. It should all feel like it's coming from one single source. All right, let's switch gears a little and talk about strategy. So, how do companies actually get their products to you? Well, there are two basic ways to think about it. They can either push the product to you or they can pull you towards the product. Let's break this down. On one side, you have the push strategy. This is where the company works hard to convince the store, say Watson's or Manning's, to stock their product. Then the people in the store recommend it to you. They are literally pushing it in your direction. The other side is the pull strategy. This was totally different. Here, the company advertises directly to you. Think about a huge Nike ad campaign. You see it, you think I need those shoes, and you go to the store and ask for them. You are pulling the product from the company through the store.
Okay, let's go a bit deeper on advertising now. It's often the part of marketing that costs the most money and gets the most attention. So, how do companies plan a big ad campaign? What are the steps?
Well, there's a pretty clear four-step process they follow. Step 1, they set objectives. In other words, what's the goal? Step 2, they set the budget. How much money do we have? Step 3, they figure out the strategy. That's the creative part, like what the ad will say and where people will see it. And step 4, they check the results to see if it all worked. Let's look at that first step, the objectives. An ad usually has one of three main goals. It can be to inform you, like when a brand new product comes out and they just need to tell you it exists. It can be to persuade you, to convince you to choose their product instead of their competitors. Or for a famous brand like, say, Coca-Cola, the goal might just be to remind you that they exist and that you like them.
Next, money. How much should a company spend? Well, there are a few ways to decide. The affordable method is just what it sounds like. You spend whatever money you have left over. The percentage of sales method means you spend a certain percent of your sales money on ads. Competitive parity is basically copying your competitors and spending what they spend. But the best way is the objective and task method. You decide your goal first, figure out what you need to do to hit that goal, and then you add up the cost. It's the smartest way, but also the hardest.
Okay, for our last section today, let's go back to public relations, or PR. And remember, PR is not about selling. It's the art of building a good reputation and having a good relationship with everyone. So, how do they do it? Well, PR people have their own set of tools. They try to get good stories about their company in the news. They run special events to create excitement. They write reports and make videos. A really important one is doing public service activities, like helping a charity. All of this is done to build up that positive image and make you trust the company. Okay, so there you have it. You now have the basics to understand all the marketing that's happening around you every day. So here's a little challenge for you. The next time you see an ad or get a special offer, just stop and ask yourself two simple questions. First, what are they trying to do here? Inform me, persuade me, or just remind me? And second, does this message match everything else I've seen from this brand? If you start doing that, I promise you'll start to see marketing in a whole new way.